I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. This is a review that I'm really excited for. Two really amazing peppers. And at first glance, even second, third, or fourth, or fifth glance, these peppers look like they could be the exact same pepper pulled from the same plant, right? They're not. I'm going to show you the first one. This is a pepper called the Beast, okay? And this pepper was created by taking a chocolate naga brain, crossing that with a red reaper, all right? When you take a chocolate naga brain and you cross it with a red reaper, this is what you get. I'm gonna give you a close-up view of it in stunning RB vision, one of the pillars of Chase the Heat. Look at the spikes and bumps and just incredible pepper. All right, so again, the long stem is the Beast. That's how I remember. The longer stem is the Beast. Again, chocolate naga brain that's been crossed with a red reaper. All right, so this is the RB, which is Ross Barber, okay? Legend in the way I see it, Australian grower. This is the RB003, and this pepper is a red brain strain that's been crossed with a yellow reaper. And look at this. Just spines and bumps and just an incredible pepper. Both of them. I'm so excited to eat these. Bill Corbitt grew these. So Bill, thank you so much. Bill's a great grower. Very cool guy too. You know, all the people I know, they were great people at first. They really are, but he's a good grower, man, for real. All right, so I'm gonna cut these things open. I'm gonna eat the, I'm gonna eat the Beast first, okay? We'll do the Beast first. Okay, right here so you guys can see it. I've become a surgeon at this. After all the peppers I've cut open, I've had a few that were really weird that took me a while to figure out how to cut them. I had one pepper called the, it's not because of precious seeds, I'm just showing you how to cut it. I did a pepper, wow, it smells like pod in here. I did a pepper called the Medusa pepper, and it must have had 15 of them all over the place. It looked like Medusa. It took me, it's like looking at a diamond and deciding how you're gonna cut this to get the best out of it. Here's the inside of the Beast, okay? I get to look first, just like the judge looking at the verdict first. There is the interior of the Beast. Pretty amazing, isn't it? So in the last video, I'm just taking a couple pictures. In the last video, I asked if you guys would like a video where I sort of cover some of the terms and some of the jargon that's used in the chili community, and a bunch of people said yes, they'd like that. So I'm putting together a video where so because I'm doing that, if there's anything, if you've heard of me use a word about a pod or a sauce or a tincture or whatever, and you got a question about that, this isn't just for peppers, it spans the spicy world. If you got a question of something you've heard me say, put it in the comment section. I'm putting a video together where I address all those things. Now here is the RB, the Ross Barber 003. Before I cut it, just one more time, because wow. You know, when you look at a galaxy, you're like, oh, they're so spectacular, they're all different, they're all beautiful. I kind of see peppers that way. They're all just, anyway, here's the, now, one more time. I've been bragging about my pepper cutting skills, the surgeon. Look at this. I got that tail perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna look at it first. You ready for this one? Listen, I'm laughing because the placenta is where the heat is. It's where most of the heat resides, okay? And the placenta is that spongy stuff at the bottom. Here is the RB003. Look at that monster. Doesn't it look like two flaming bushes? Look at that. That's... In a second, I'm just going to give you a quick comparison to show you the difference between the two placentas. And you'll see why I'm so... Because when you see them side by side, I think you'll have a better appreciation of it. All right, that's the last of the picture. I'm going to put my phone away now. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to... I'm only... Hear me. This is the RB003, and this is the other one, the Beast. Look at the difference in the placenta size. It's almost ridiculous. Now I'm going to show you the other side. This is the stemmed side for both peppers. Again, look at the stark differences in the placenta. Let me see. You know what? Hang on. If I go in slow, it doesn't freak the camera out. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? All right, now, something I want to point out. If these pods were identical in heat, and they're not, one is going to be hotter than the other, and they're going to taste different to a degree. But if these pods were identical in heat, this one, the RB3, would be probably hotter because there's more placenta. So there's more of the capsaicin, regardless of what the heat level's at, there's more of that capsaicin. Anyway, I'm going to do the Beast first. Again, this is the chocolate Naga brand crossed with a Red Reaper. I think I got that right. Let me just double check. It is a chocolate Naga brand Red Reaper. Okay, so here is the Beast. Such a gorgeous pepper. One more time, I'll look at it before I put it in my mouth. Here you go, guys. Thank you, Bill Corbitt. What a cool video. I'm so excited about this video. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. It's a big mouthful of pepper. Okay, okay, the flavor for it was very fruity, but very bitter. And I don't mind bitterness. That's one of the flavor profiles I can live with. So it's very, very bitter, slightly floral. The floral dissipated the quickest, the bitter hung on to the very end. But so now both of those flavors, the bitter and the floral, those are gone. So I know it's a very, very strong, super hot pepper taste. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to let the heat build. It was hot. It wasn't. I'm trying to think what pepper it reminds me of. Some peppers are just so abrupt it's getting hit in the face with a frying pan, right? This wasn't one of those. It wasn't ghost pepper-like, where it's super slow starting. This is like a really abrupt climb. This is more of a ghost pepper. This is kind of in between. The burn is mostly on the back of my tongue and not really so much in my throat. It's a hot pepper. No two ways about that. And what's so great about these peppers, they are so beautiful. You don't even need to be a pepper person. You can look at that and go, wow, look at that. I mean, it's just a beautiful pepper. All right, I don't think it's going to get a whole lot hotter. Certainly an 8 to, yeah, you'll find some chili head out there who says it's a 7. It's probably a 7 to a 10. Most people are going to say it's an 8 to a 10. Super hot pepper. No two ways about it. Not quite sure if the burn's moving around or if I'm just noticing it in a different area. Maybe it was there earlier and I didn't really notice it. It's on the roof of my mouth and the very back where it almost joins my throat. Way back there. Good burn though. And that's the Beast. Now this, I've eaten Beasts before, but I've never eaten an RB003. So this is, one more time, the beautiful inside of that. All right, so here is the RB003. Sorry about that. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Oh, I can't wait to eat this one, man. Look at all those seeds in there. That was all right. My first impression on that is that it was just there was substance to that. It was like chewing on an apple. And it was because of how thick that placenta was. Let me tell you the mindset of how I chose which pepper to do first. In my mind, I had a gut feeling that the Beast might be hotter. So I want to eat the hotter pepper first, what I think is going to be the hotter pepper. So when I eat the pepper that I think might be weak, less heat, if it advances the heat on me, then I know it's a hot pepper. If I eat the lesser pepper heat first, and then eat the hotter pepper after, it's a little bit more difficult to decide. So that's kind of my mentality when I do that. This one is hot. It tasted way better. It was fruity. There was a tinge of sweetness up front. Really no bitterness and no floral. It was just kind of fruity and a little sweet. Now the sweet faded pretty quickly. Honest to be really frank with you, the first 2 or 3 bites I tasted the sweetness, and then that pretty much dissipated right away. Now my mouth is on fire on the insides of my cheek and the front of my tongue now, which wasn't before. So it's burning me in a different area. We'll let this go another minute or so. Now it's moving to the back of my throat. So that's kind of interesting. It's pretty hot. I think that I might give the edge to the RB003 on flavor and on heat, because I am igniting up big time. And now it's totally in my throat. I can't even feel my tongue anymore. I'm not really feeling the pain on my tongue. My throat is on fire right now. It throws me off. I thought the Beast was going to be hotter. I can tell you right now, of these two, the RB was hotter. I don't too often get a burn here from 2 peppers, and I'm burning right here. It might be climbing still. And now my throat's doing this. Sometimes, if you've had this, please in the comments say so. Otherwise, I sound like a lunatic. Sometimes you get this pulsing heat where it does this. It's almost like your heart beating. I'm getting that in my throat right now. I think it's peaked. Now, I have 2 more of these peppers, 1 each. They're both going to get their own review. And it'll give me a better idea if the RB003 is hotter on the comparatively doing the different reviews. And I'm going to give it to that. But on this review here, the RB003 was a hotter pepper. I can't tell if I said it peaked too soon or if it's going back up again. It absolutely is. That wasn't me calling it too soon. It's climbing again. That has a false peak. I'm not making any of this up. I swear to you. Please, if you've had a false peak in the comments, say so. Wow. That's such a weird thing. I think it's the 3rd or 4th time out of almost 5,000 videos that's happened to me. And my ear is starting to burn on 2 peppers. I'm going to get an endorphin rush out of this. Unexpected. Now my ears are really burning on the inside. How funny. Wow, I did not expect that. A couple things. It gave me a false peak. It's on its way down again. The pod that I thought was going to be hotter wasn't. And an endorphin rush on 2 peppers. See, now that I don't even have any pain anymore. I was probably at like a 3 or 4 with the 2 of them. I don't even notice it anymore. Wow. Those were 2 absolutely amazing peppers. I'm so glad I got a chance to eat them in a comparison side by side. Wow. Here's the truth of it. You can't go wrong with either. But if I had to only pick one of those 2 based on the 2 peppers I just ate, it's the RB003 all day. The cool thing is, I know I've been talking about this for years now, but I am gonna be moving to Australia. He'll be my countryman. So well done, Ross, on that pepper. Well done, Bill, growing it. And man, thank you guys so much for watching. In the description box, you're gonna see a link for Bill Corbitt. Great grower, super guy. If you want to get some pods, he's your dude. Give him a call. Tell him I sent you. Right there is the pepper. If you click the pepper, we're riding together. Boy, I feel so good right now. If you don't want to miss a video, hit notifications. If you want to get content over and above the normal stuff, get your bus pass, which is hit the tab that says join. It's $4.99. A lot of content there. Right there is the Lifeboat, my brother's channel about beating an addiction and living your best life. You can do that, you know. This guy did. More videos here. I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase the Heat.